everyone. Today we're diving deep into a parenting approach that's been gaining a lot of attention, gentle parenting. Now, before we get started, I want to say that there's no one right way to parent. What works for one family might not work for another, and understanding different approaches can help you to find what resonates with you and your values. Hi, I'm Kim Feeney with Butterfly Beginnings Counseling, and welcome to my channel. I am a licensed independent social worker and a registered play therapist supervisor with over 10 years of experience helping hundreds of children and families to lead healthier emotional lives so they can cope with big, baffling emotions. And I would love to do this for your family as well. So go ahead, subscribe, and hit the bell for weekly notifications on the latest content. Gentle parenting. It's all about empathy, respect, and understanding. It focuses on building a strong connection with your child and nurturing their emotional well-being. Think positive reinforcement, open communication, and setting boundaries. Of course, with kindness. Gentle parenting helps kids understand and manage their emotions, which builds their emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is key for healthy relationships and navigating life's ups and downs. So let's explore how this parenting approach fosters those essential emotional quotient skills. Gentle parenting emphasizes validating a child's emotions, even the difficult ones. When children feel heard and understood, they then become more aware of their own internal emotional landscape. Parents help children identify and label their feelings, such as, "You seem frustrated," or "I can see that you're feeling sad." This builds emotional literacy and self-awareness. Gentle parents model self-awareness by talking about their own emotions and demonstrating healthy ways to cope with them. Gentle parents provide co-regulation. They do this by offering comfort and support when children are experiencing strong emotions. And this helps children to learn to soothe themselves and to manage their emotional responses. Parents also introduce healthy coping mechanisms like deep breathing, taking breaks, or engaging in calming activities. Punishment often escalates emotions and doesn't teach children how to regulate themselves. So gentle parenting focuses on understanding the root cause of the behavior and finding constructive solutions for it. Gentle parenting also focuses on fostering intrinsic motivation by encouraging curiosity, exploration, and a love of learning. Children are given choices and encouraged to make decisions, which promotes a sense of ownership and motivation. While praise focuses on effort and progress and results, encouragement focuses on effort and progress rather than just results, helping children to persist through challenges. Gentle parents encourage children to consider the feelings and the perspectives of others. Parents model empathy in their own interactions and use language that reflects understanding and compassion. By helping children understand the emotions behind their behavior and the behavior of others. Gentle parenting encourages children to find peaceful solutions to conflicts, fostering cooperation and negotiation skills. Open and honest communication is emphasized, which allows children to express themselves freely and learn to listen effectively. Gentle parents model respectful communication and boundaries, teaching children how to interact positively with others. By fostering emotional intelligence through gentle parenting, children are better equipped to build healthy relationships. They develop strong social skills and the ability to connect with others, to cope with challenges. They learn to manage stress, navigate difficult emotions, and bounce back from setbacks. Achieve their goals. They develop self-motivation and the ability to persevere through obstacles and lead fulfilling lives. They are more likely to experience positive mental health, strong relationships, and overall well-being. Gentle parenting is an investment in a child's emotional development. By prioritizing emotional intelligence, parents can, of course, help their children thrive in all aspects of their lives. When children feel heard and understood, they develop a strong sense of security and trust in their parents. This creates a safe and loving environment for them to thrive. Here we're touching upon a fundamental aspect of child development: secure attachment. It's the bedrock of a child's emotional and social well-being. And of course, it all starts with feeling heard and understood. Secure attachment. It's a strong, positive emotional bond between a child and their primary caregiver. It's built on consistent responsiveness, love, and support. When children have a secure attachment, they feel safe, confident, loved, even when faced with challenges. When caregivers consistently respond to a child's emotional needs with empathy and understanding, the child learns that their feelings are valid and important. This builds trust and security, knowing that their caregivers are there for them, both physically and emotionally. And when that child feels heard, they're more likely to communicate openly and honestly with their caregiver, fostering a strong connection and allowing for better problem solving. Feeling understood helps children develop a positive sense of self and a belief that they are worthy of love and acceptance. Secure attachment creates a foundation for healthy development in many different ways. Securely attached children are better able to regulate their emotions because they have learned to trust. Trust that their caregivers will help them navigate difficult feelings. They develop strong social skills and more confidence in interacting with others. Feeling secure allows children to explore their world with confidence and curiosity. Securely attached children are better equipped to cope with stress and challenges because they have a strong support system. Secure attachment patterns established in childhood often influence the quality of relationships throughout the lifespan. Paying close attention to a child's cues and responding appropriately, providing comfort and support when a child is distressed, being predictable and reliable in your interactions, expressing love and affection through words, touch, and actions. Secure attachment has a profound impact on a child's life, leading to improved mental health, reduced risks of anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues, stronger relationships, a greater capacity for empathy, intimacy, and healthy communication, academic success, increased motivation, engagement, and confidence in learning, overall well-being, a greater sense of happiness, fulfillment, and purpose in life. By prioritizing a secure attachment, parents and caregivers can provide children with the emotional foundation that they need to thrive and reach their full potential. Gentle parenting focuses on teaching and guiding, which helps kids understand the consequences of their actions and encourages them to make better choices in the future. It encourages parents to approach misbehavior with curiosity rather than blame, seeking to understand the underlying reasons for a child's actions. Is the child tired, hungry, overwhelmed, or struggling with learning a skill? By addressing the root cause of the behavior, parents can help children learn more effective ways to meet these needs. Instead of punishing a child for a tantrum, a gentle parent might recognize that the child is overstimulated and needs a break in a quiet space. Gentle parents set clear and age-appropriate expectations for behavior. They provide guidance and instruction on appropriate behavior, focusing on what the child should do rather than just what they shouldn't. Parents involve children in finding solutions to problems and making amends when necessary. If a child hits a sibling, a gentle parent might say, "It seems like you were feeling angry. Hitting hurts. Think of a different way to show your sibling that you're upset." Gentle parenting often utilizes natural consequences, allowing children to experience the direct results of their actions in a safe and controlled environment. If a child refuses to wear a coat on a cold day, they may feel cold and uncomfortable. This natural consequence helps them learn the importance of listening to their parent. Gentle parents emphasize a child's strengths and positive qualities, building self-esteem and confidence. They provide specific encouragement for positive behaviors and efforts. This approach fosters a desire to cooperate and make good choices. Children feel safe and loved even when they make a mistake. Children learn to make good choices based on internal values rather than fear of punishment. And they develop the ability to manage their emotions and their behavior, learning to consider the impact of their actions on others and take responsibility for their choices. With this, children are more likely to internalize positive values and continue to make positive choices, even when parents aren't around. By shifting the focus from punishment to teaching and guiding, gentle parenting creates a supportive and nurturing environment where children learn, grow, and develop into responsible and emotionally intelligent individuals. Comment below and let me know if you think this approach would be beneficial for your family. Encouraging open and honest communication between parents and children builds trust and strengthens your relationship. Open communication is the lifeblood of any healthy parent-child relationship. It's the key to building trust, fostering understanding, and navigating the complexities of family life. Parents who practice open communication truly listen to their children, giving them their 100% undivided attention and acknowledging their feelings without judgment. They pay attention to nonverbal cues like body language, voice tone, to understand the full message that their child is communicating. Children feel safe expressing themselves when they know that their thoughts and their feelings will be validated, even if their parents disagree. Open communication also involves both parents and children expressing their thoughts and feelings. Parents encourage children to ask questions and to express their opinions. Regular family meetings provide a structure, a time for everyone to share their thoughts and concerns. Open communication fosters trust by promoting honesty and transparency in the relationship. Parents follow through on their commitments, demonstrating reliability and building confidence. Parents respect their children's privacy and personal space, while also setting clear boundaries and expectations. Open communication provides a foundation for resolving conflicts constructively. Parents and children can work together to find solutions to challenges, fostering a sense of teamwork, allowing for discussion about mistakes and how to learn from them without fear of judgment. This strengthens the parent-child relationship, fostering love, respect, and mutual understanding. Children who feel comfortable communicating with their parents are more likely to seek support during difficult times. This can also help reduce anxiety and depression, both in children and parents. Children learn healthy communication skills that they can carry into their future. As children grow, open communication allows for a gradual shift towards greater autonomy and decision-making abilities. By prioritizing open communication, parents create a foundation of trust and connection that will benefit their children throughout their lifetime. It's an investment in a lifelong relationship built on mutual respect, understanding, and love. These benefits are all aspects I cover in my parenting class, Familial Encouraging Connection Therapy, or FECT. Find out more with the link down below in the description. Gentle parenting requires patience and consistency. It can be challenging, especially when you're juggling a busy schedule. Gentle parenting requires a significant time commitment. It's not a quick fix or a set of magic tricks. It's an ongoing process that demands patience, consistency, and a willingness to be present with your child, even amidst the chaos of a busy life. It requires being emotionally attuned to your child, actively listening, and responding with empathy. This all takes time and energy, especially when you're feeling stressed or tired. Helping children regulate their emotions often involves staying calm and patient during challenging moments, such as tantrums or meltdowns. And this can be particularly demanding when you're juggling other responsibilities. Gentle parenting emphasizes teaching and guiding children rather than resorting to quick punishments. And this requires time for explanations, problem solving, and helping children understand the consequences of their actions, and creating a strong parent-child bond through quality time, shared activities, and open communication. It requires a significant investment of time, and juggling work, household chores, and other commitments can leave parents feeling depleted, making it harder to be patient and present with their child. A hectic schedule can lead to increased stress, which then can make it more challenging to respond to a child calmly and empathetically. Trying to parent while simultaneously working, cooking, or managing other tasks makes it difficult to give children the undivided attention that they need. Parents may feel guilty when they don't have enough time for their child or when they lose their patience. However, even short bursts of focused attention can make a difference. Schedule dedicated time for activities that you enjoy together. Identify areas where you can cut back on commitments or delegate tasks to free up more time for your family. And taking care of your own physical and emotional needs is also essential for being the best parent you can be. So make time for activities that help you recharge. Find opportunities to connect with your child throughout the day, even in small ways, such as sharing a meal or reading a bedtime story. And don't be afraid to ask for help from family, friends, or a babysitter to give yourself a break. Gentle parenting is a journey, not a destination. And there will be days when you feel like you're failing. Forgive yourself and keep trying. While gentle parenting requires a significant time commitment, the rewards are immeasurable. By investing time and energy in building that strong, loving relationship with your child, you are laying the foundation, the groundwork for their emotional, social, and cognitive development. You are also creating a more peaceful and fulfilling family life for everyone at home. It can be emotionally draining to always respond calmly and empathically, especially during stressful times. It's not always easy to respond calmly and empathically when you're facing your own stress, fatigue, and challenges. Gentle parenting requires a high degree of self-regulation. You need to be able to manage your own stress, frustration, and anger to respond to your child calmly and empathically. Being constantly attuned to your child's emotional needs can be draining, especially when they are experiencing intense, big feelings like anger, sadness, or anxiety. This involves validating and accepting all of your child's emotions, even the challenging ones, which can be emotionally taxing, especially when you're dealing with tantrums, meltdowns, or defiance. Maintaining consistent boundaries while also responding with empathy requires a delicate balance and can be emotionally tiring. And in the midst of caring for your child, it's easy to put your own needs on the back burner, leading to emotional exhaustion. Feeling isolated or lacking support from a partner, family, or friends can intensify the emotional burden. Or dealing with your own challenges, such as work, stress, financial worries, or relationship issues, can make it harder to remain calm and patient. And parenting a child with more intense temperaments or challenging behaviors can require even greater emotional resources. And feeling pressure to be a perfect parent or facing judgment for your parenting choices can add to the emotional load. So pay attention to your own emotional state and recognize when you're feeling depleted. Make time for activities that help you recharge and manage stress, such as exercise, mindfulness, spending time in nature, or pursuing hobbies. And don't be afraid to set limits with your child and prioritize your own self-care. It's okay to say no. Connect with other parents. Join a support group. or seek professional help from a therapist or counselor. And be kind to yourself and acknowledge that it's normal to feel overwhelmed or frustrated at times. The importance of acknowledging emotional labor, recognizing the emotional labor involved in gentle parenting, is crucial for several different reasons. Acknowledging and addressing emotional exhaustion. By doing this, parents can prevent burnout and maintain their own well-being. And when parents are emotionally resourceful and resource themselves, they are better equipped to respond to their children with patience and empathy. Openly discussing the emotional challenges of parenting can help reduce stigma and encourage parents to seek support. And by prioritizing your own emotional well-being, you as a parent model healthy self-care practices for your child. Gentle parenting is a deeply rewarding and also demanding journey, acknowledging the emotional labor involved and taking steps to manage it. You can create a more sustainable and fulfilling parenting experience. You might face criticism from others who don't understand this approach. Many people still hold traditional views about discipline and may not understand or agree with this parenting approach. Well-meaning relatives or friends may question your methods, offer unsolicited advice, or even criticize your parenting in front of your child. Traditional disciplinary practices, such as spanking or timeouts, are still prevalent in many cultures. Gentle parenting can be seen as permissive or indulgent, and some schools may rely on reward and punishment systems that clash with gentle parenting principles. Parents may encounter judgment or criticism from others online who don't necessarily understand or agree with gentle parenting. You may hear things like you're spoiling your child. Gentle parenting is often mistaken for permissiveness. Critics may believe that without punishment, children will not learn and they will become entitled or disrespectful. You may also hear you're not being a strong parent because some view gentle parenting as a sign of weakness or lack of control. Maybe your child will never learn to behave. Critics may worry that without strict discipline, children won't learn self-control or respect for rules. Another one is you're making it harder for your child in the long run. Some may believe that gentle parenting doesn't prepare children for the real world. The more confident you are in understanding of gentle parenting principles, the better equipped you will be to respond to criticism and connect with other gentle parents online or in your community for support and encouragement. And don't be afraid to set boundaries with family and friends who may question your parenting methods. Politely but firmly explain that you are confident in your approach. And remember why you chose gentle parenting. Stay focused on your values and your commitment to raising an emotionally healthy child. You know your child best. Trust your instincts and make the choice that feels right for your family. And it's usually not productive to try to convince others who are firmly entrenched in their views. Let the positive results of your parenting speak for itself. As your child grows into a kind, respectful, and responsible individual, others may come to appreciate the benefits of your parenting approach. While social pressure can be challenging, it can also be an opportunity to share your experiences and knowledge with others to promote greater understanding of this parenting method, to help shift the conversation around discipline and child rearing towards more positive and respectful methods, to navigate social pressure so you can develop greater confidence in your parenting choices and strengthen your resolve. Remember, you are not alone. Many parents are embracing gentle parenting and creating a more compassionate and respectful world for their child. Stay strong, stay connected, and trust in the power of your love and guidance. Finding the balance between being nurturing And setting firm boundaries can be tricky. Finding that sweet spot between nurturing and setting firm boundaries is one of the core challenges and triumphs of gentle parenting. It requires a delicate balance, and it's something many parents grapple with. Shifting from traditional discipline, because many of us were raised with authoritarian parenting styles, where boundaries were rigid and often enforced through punishment. Gentle parenting requires a shift in mindset towards understanding, empathy, and collaboration. Parents may worry that setting firm boundaries will make them seem harsh or unloving. They may fear that their child will feel rejected or unloved if they say no. Parents may feel guilty when they set limits, especially if their child expresses strong emotions in response. They may second guess themselves or worry about causing their child distress. And it can be challenging to remain consistent with boundaries, especially when you're tired, stressed, or facing pressure from others. Boundaries, they're not about control or punishment. They are about creating a safe and predictable environment, an environment where children can thrive. They teach children important life skills like self-regulation, respect for others, and taking responsibility for their actions. Set clear, age-appropriate limits and communicate them calmly and consistently. Children need to understand what is expected of them. And even when setting boundaries, acknowledge and validate your child's feelings. Let them know that you understand their frustration or their disappointment, and the boundary remains in place. Whenever possible, involve your child in the process of setting boundaries and offer choices within those limits. This helps them to feel heard and respected, and be willing to adjust boundaries as your child grows and matures. What worked for a toddler may not be appropriate for a preschooler. Remember that the goal is to strengthen your relationship with your child, not to win a power struggle. Approach boundary setting with love, understanding, and a willingness to work together. Clear boundaries provide children with a sense of security and predictability. The child knows what to expect and feels safe within those limits. Boundaries help children learn to manage their impulses, regulate their emotions, and make responsible choices. Children learn to respect the boundaries of others and understand that their actions have consequences. Balanced boundary setting fosters mutual respect and trust within the parent-child relationship. So finding the balance between nurturing and setting firm limits is an ongoing process. It requires patience, self-reflection, and a willingness to learn and adapt. And again, the rewards are well worth the effort. Creating a loving and structured environment where you can help your child develop into a confident, responsible, and emotionally healthy individual. Ultimately, the decision to adopt gentle parenting is a personal one. And again, there's no right or wrong answer. Consider your own values, your child's temperament, and your family's unique needs. Are you comfortable moving away from traditional punishment-based discipline and embracing an approach focused on teaching, guiding, and understanding? Do you believe in respecting your child's autonomy and involving them in decision-making? Are you open to validating and accepting all of your child's emotions, even the challenging ones? Are you naturally patient and empathetic? Because gentle parenting requires a high degree of emotional regulation and a willingness to see things from your child's perspective. Are you comfortable with open and honest communication? Gentle parenting involves expressing your own feelings and actively listening to those of your child. Can you consistently set and maintain boundaries with empathy and understanding? Do you have the time and energy to invest in the emotional labor of gentle parenting? Do you have a supportive partner, family, or community to help you on your journey? Does your child's temperament and developmental stage align with gentle parenting principles? Gentle parenting is not a quick fix. It takes time, patience, and consistency to see results. Are you committed to fostering your child's emotional intelligence, self-regulation, and social skills for the long term? Are you open to reflecting on your own parenting patterns and making adjustments as needed? Gentle parenting, it's an ongoing journey of learning and growth. And are you willing to adapt your approach as your child develops and your family's needs change? If you find yourself resonating with these points, gentle parenting might be a great fit for you. However, it's important to remember there's no perfect parent. Every parent makes mistakes. Gentle parenting, it's about progress, not perfection. You can adapt the principles and incorporate gentle parenting into your own unique parenting style. And don't hesitate to reach out to others for support. Parents, parenting coaches, or therapists. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to embrace gentle parenting is a personal one. Trust your instincts, do your research, and choose the path that feels most aligned with your values and your vision for your family. Gentle parenting is a journey of connection, understanding, and growth. It's about building strong relationships, fostering emotional intelligence, and raising kind, compassionate human beings. While it requires patience, consistency, and a willingness to challenge traditional norms, the rewards are immeasurable. By choosing gentle parenting, you're not just raising children, you're shaping the future. You're creating a world where empathy, respect, and understanding pave the way for a brighter tomorrow. So, is gentle parenting right for you? Only you can answer that. And if you're seeking a more compassionate and connected way to parent, we encourage you to explore this path. Your children and your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with a friend. And if you enjoyed this video, you may also like my video on navigating parenting trends, now showing on your screen. Until next time, wherever you are in your day, hug your child and make it a great one.